The 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser isn't exactly what you think it is, and these three things might change your mind before you buy one. For over 7 years, the Toyota Land Cruiser has been one of the most legendary SUVs on the planet. It's known for its bulletproof reliability, unmatched durability, and off-road dominance. The Land Cruiser was the ultimate go-anywhere vehicle. From the rugged FJ40 models of the 60s and 70s to the luxurious yet tough 200 series, every Land Cruiser generation was built to last a lifetime. This SUV was trusted in some of the world's harshest environments, from the Australian outback to the Middle East. But in 2021, Toyota stopped selling the Land Cruiser in the US, and for a while it seemed like the legend was over. Now, in 2025, Toyota has revived the Land Cruiser, but with a twist. When Toyota announced the new Land Cruiser, enthusiasts expected a return of the V8-powered, do-it-all ultra-luxurious SUV that defined the brand for decades. Fans wanted a modernized 200 series Land Cruiser, one that would continue the tradition of offering a premium off-road experience. Instead, Toyota went in a different direction. The 2025 Land Cruiser is smaller, more fuel efficient, and less luxurious than before. Toyota claims it's a return to the nameplate's rugged roots, but some buyers are feeling a bit of sticker shock. So, before you rush to buy one, here are 3 things 2025 Land Cruiser owners wish they knew before signing the dotted line. Let's start with the first major surprise. The 2025 Land Cruiser does not have a V8 anymore. For the first time ever, the Land Cruiser is only available as a hybrid. Instead of the old 5.7-liter V8, Toyota replaced it with a 2.4-liter turbocharged hybrid 4-cylinder. Now, Toyota says this new iForce Max hybrid powertrain produces 326 horsepower and 465 pound-foot of torque, which actually sounds pretty impressive, but here's the issue. Firstly, different power delivery. The 5.7-liter V8 was effortless, offering consistent and smooth power delivery. The new hybrid setup relies on electric assistance, which can feel less predictable on the highway or while off-roading. Secondly, reliability concerns. Toyota hybrids are known for longevity, but adding more electronics, turbos, and battery components introduces new complexities that older Land Cruisers never had to deal with. Thirdly, thermal runaway. It's scary, and replacing batteries could cost almost $8,000. You want to take your Land Cruiser through the mud? Think again, because even a small amount of water can wreak havoc on your battery, requiring a replacement or the very real and dangerous situation of thermal runaway. So, while on paper this engine makes more torque than the old V8, the real-world experience isn't as refined. If you were expecting the effortless grunt of the 200 series Land Cruiser, this hybrid system costs more and adds unnecessary complexity. But power isn't the only thing Toyota cut back on, because here's the second thing you owners didn't expect. The 2025 Land Cruiser isn't as luxurious as its predecessor. For decades, the Land Cruiser has been Toyota's flagship SUV, meaning it wasn't just rugged, it was premium. It had soft leather, real wood trim, high-end tech, and a ride quality that rivaled luxury SUVs. But for 2025, Toyota stripped out a lot of those luxury features in an attempt to make the Land Cruiser more affordable and more rugged. Now, here's exactly what changed. There's less leather and more hard plastics. The interior is designed to be durable, but it no longer feels premium. Secondly, it only has a basic infotainment system. Yeah, while it has a 12.3-inch touchscreen, it lacks the high-end feel of past Land Cruisers. Thirdly, limited luxury features. There are no ventilated seats unless you go for higher trims, and there's no ultra-premium audio system. Lastly, more road noise. Toyota focused on off-road capability, so things like extra soundproofing and premium suspension tuning were sacrificed. Now, what's Toyota's reasoning behind this? Well, they wanted the new Land Cruiser to feel more like the original off-roaders of the past. But at nearly $60,000, some buyers feel like they're not getting the premium experience they expected. If you want a Land Cruiser that still feels luxurious, you might have to opt for the more expensive Lexus GX 550. And finally, here's the third thing new owners wish they knew. The 2025 Land Cruiser isn't the off-road beast Toyota makes it seem. Now, don't get me wrong, the new Land Cruiser is still an off-road machine with 1. Full-time 4-wheel drive, and secondly, a locking rear differential. It also has the ability to choose specific on- and off-road driving modes, such as mud, sand, rock, or snow, and it automatically adjusts engine throttle, braking, and of course, optimizing traction control. But here's what changed. Firstly, lower ground clearance. At 8.7 inches, it sits lower than past Land Cruisers, meaning it's more likely to scrape on rocks and obstacles. Secondly, it has worse approach and departure angles. The front bumper design limits its ability to clear steep obstacles. And thirdly, independent front suspension. Yeah, sure, this helps on-road comfort, but it reduces articulation compared to solid axle. If you plan on modifying it, here are some challenges. The hybrid system makes it harder to modify. Lifting it, adding bigger tires, or re-gearing isn't as straightforward as it used to be. Secondly, aftermarket support is still growing. Unlike older Land Cruisers where parts were everywhere, this new hybrid system will present a new challenge for tuning and even off-road modifications. So, while the 2025 Land Cruiser can still handle off-road adventures, it's not as hardcore as the 200 series or 80 series models. If you're really serious about off-roading, you might want to compare it to the Lexus GX or the 4Runner TRD Pro or even a Bronco Raptor before committing. On your screen is a video on the Land Cruiser's sister, the Lexus GX 550.